Are you invisible? Not just unseen, but unheard. Like a shadow passing through a crowded room. Always there, never noticed. You wonder if they see you. But what if the truth is they do? Not in the way you expect. Not in the way you want. There's a silence between you and her gaze. A quiet tension no one talks about. You feel it deep in your chest. Like a pulse waiting to be found. Because being overlooked isn't just about others ignoring you. It's about you doubting your own weight in this world. And that doubt is loud. It echoes inside, louder than any crowd could shout. But there's a hidden signal, a secret code. Only a few notice. Signs that she's watching. Signs that you're more present than you realize. Right now, you're standing on the edge of something unseen. A moment suspended between who you were and who you're about to become. If you feel this, if this hits you, hit like now. Because what's coming next? It'll change everything you thought you knew about being invisible. She watches you, not openly, not with a glare or a stare, but with the quiet eyes of someone who's learning to read between the lines. The kind of look that's invisible to most. But it's there. When you think she's distracted, that she's lost in her own world, that's when her eyes find you. A glance, fleeting and soft. You miss it because you're looking for loud signs, for bold moves, for the obvious. But this is different. She's studying your silence, your calm in chaos, the way you move without trying to be seen. This is no accident. She's not bored. She's not disinterested. She's watching the man who doesn't need to prove himself, the man who doesn't shout to fill the room. She sees the quiet strength you don't even realize you carry. There's power in stillness, power in restraint, and it's magnetic. Yet, you feel invisible. You think this silence works against you, that because you don't speak loud, you don't matter. But that's the trap. The loudest voices often cover the weakest presence. Noise is distraction, mystery. That's something rare, something she's drawn to. Because real attention doesn't need an announcement. It's a shadow that lingers, a subtle warmth in a cold room. And in that shadow, she's already drawn closer than you think. You don't see it because you're too focused on what's missing, her obvious interest, her bold approach. But this is the game you didn't know you were playing. And it starts with seeing what's invisible. Not the crowd, not the noise, but the glance she gives when she believes no one is watching. This is the first sign, the quiet pull, the unspoken question, and it's just the beginning. Because what comes next? Well, that's when silence turns into a test. And the way you respond will change everything. Keep listening. She talks. More than usual. Words spilling like water, fast, uncontrolled. But you don't rush to fill the silence. You don't answer with noise. You hold back. There's a pause in the chaos. And in that pause, she stays. Most men would jump in, try to fix the silence, fill every gap with sound. But not you. You let the quiet stretch. You let her words hang in the air, unanswered at times. Because silence isn't emptiness. It's a mirror. And when you don't fill it, she sees herself reflected back. The real her. The part she hides from the world. You're not just listening, you're watching her watch herself. The way her eyes dart, the slight tremble in her voice, the hesitation behind the laughs. She tests you. Not with words, but with a space you give her. She's checking if you'll run away, or if you'll stand firm. Because real strength isn't in loud answers. It's in calm presence, it's in patience. She's drawn to a man who doesn't need to prove he's there. A man who lets her feel seen without saying a word. You're not just a listener, you're the stillness in her storm. And that stillness is terrifying for her. Because she's never met a man who holds space like that before. Someone who doesn't demand, who doesn't chase. You're a puzzle she wants to solve. A mystery she can't walk away from. And all this happens because you didn't rush to fill the silence. You let it breathe. You let it speak. And now she's waiting to see what comes next. To see if you can hold your ground when the words run out. Because the real test is about to begin. She lingers. Not by chance, not by accident. She stays close, just a little too close, longer than necessary. In a world that rushes past, she finds reasons to be near you. A question, a smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes, a laugh that hides something deeper. She's there, and it's not random. This proximity, it's a language, an unspoken signal wrapped in everyday moments. She asks for help with the small things, the things that don't really need help. Because it's an excuse, a way to touch the edge of your world without falling in. You notice the subtle shift, The way she tilts her head when you speak. The way her gaze lingers, not on your face, but somewhere behind it. There's an invisible thread. Pull too hard and it breaks. Ignore it and it tightens. She's close but distant, near but unreachable. This tension, this pull, is the space between fear and disease. She's testing the limits, testing you. Because closeness can scare her. Vulnerability terrifies her. But curiosity keeps her rooted. She's caught in the paradox of wanting and fearing. And you, without even knowing it, are the calm in that storm. The steady ground beneath her shifting doubts. She stays. Not because you seize, not because you chased. Because something about you is different, something silent, something real. She's watching you become the man who's no longer invisible, who no longer fades into the background. And in that watching, she's deciding if she can step closer or if she must retreat. But you're not done yet. The path ahead is darker, more challenging, more revealing, and what you do next will change everything. So breathe, hold this moment, because the transformation is just beginning. You're here because you're ready. Ready to stop being unseen, ready to step out of the shadows. This isn't just a video, it's a doorway, a chance to rewrite your story. If what you heard today stirred something inside, don't let it fade. Hit like, subscribe. Join the few who choose to rise above the noise, because the journey ahead, it's not for everyone. It's for the men who are willing to face themselves, to grow, to transform. And if you stay close, if you keep watching, you'll see what most never do. The man you've always been beneath the surface. So take that step now. Click the next video and keep moving forward. I'll be waiting.